Yeah, I look good. Yeah, y'all did that right. What is that over there? Something on the screen saying close. Oh, it just closed.
Just
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine?
be mine.
Could you be mine? Won't you be my family? If you are my family, it's time for you to learn how to be family. So we're gonna see if anybody jump in. We're gonna leave it popping right here for a minute while we get everything. Well, everything is in order, but get some more things in order. How y'all doing today out there in the world? It is I, Fatah Eon, reaching out to you again through the portal that we have opened up into your space. Now I'm wondering, are you gonna open up? I could say and let us in, but I'm already in there whether you like it or not. You can't deny me. You can lie unto yourself. You can speak a lie unto me, but my truth will untie your lies. So it won't remain with me. It won't come into me. It won't stick to me, I should say. For I allow all to come in because it can't stay. For I am the water. Are you thirsty today? Today is the Sabbath day. We back at it. Hallelujah, family.
Hallelujah, family.
Hallelujah, Fatah.
Hallelujah, Fatha.
Oh yeah, we got a few people in the building. Whether you come or not, when you do come, this is gonna be left for you. And breadcrumbs. Are you hungry? Let's get to it. My scriptures, they upstairs. I'm gonna be right back. Go get my scriptures. Find us some tunes. YouTube approved. And so we can penetrate the you boobs. We penetrate you boobs. Oh, it's a funny little car. I like it. What's that? Stands for what?
For Google for Pixel AI James.
Let's get that. I don't know what that is.
Google AI.
I don't even know if I want it, but it's all right. It's kind of yes. Yeah. Yeah. Be right back. Enjoy the tunes. What's going on? Oh, look like we got one. Hallelujah. We always got one, but look, we got one.
Yeah.
Whoever you are. Well, let's see, is there something there? I don't know. It's all right. But one more. Oh, and they left. It's all right. Welcome to our YouTube channel. This is Ta Holy 5F. It will be changed in a second because as you start growing, you start seeing things better. So the name is going to be, or the name is going to be better. It's going to stay the same, but you're going to see the growth in even the name, what you would call the name. So, welcome to our place. As we reach out unto your place, we welcome you into our place. Take your shoes off. Make sure even before you get here, you put on some fresh socks, fresh drawers, t-shirt, all these things. Clothes, fresh. And before you put on the fresh clothes, make sure you what? Rinse your body in the best water that you can get. Come as you are mean come as you are. It don't mean be raggedy as fuck. It means come with the spirit that you are. So if this is all you have and you come, then you are welcome. But it means come with your best. When it's spoken from the best. And right now, that's what's speaking. So we are not at the weekend. We are at the strong. Finishing. We are at the finishing of the weeks to where we have no more what? No more weeks. No more weekdays. No more weekends. Because we're finishing them. We're polishing them. We're refining these things. And when we start refining these things, we start finding better things that were already left for me. Breadcrumbs. Today's video is, and not even video, the word today, the water is flowing on the instructions of a father. Oh, take it easy. What do you know about the instructions of a father? And even the things you feel you know or you do know, how are you implementing these things? I knew that was going to happen. So let me join you. All right, what's good? What's going on? Well, if you've been paying attention, you see what's going on. But even though you see what's going on, you may not necessarily understand and see really what's going on. So if you know what's going on, put them in the comments. Actually, the comments, whatever's on your mind, drop it in the box. Really, you're going to see it's not difficult for me, but it's a little unfamiliar because when I speak, I don't speak to get reactions. I don't ask for a whole lot of comments or to put all your business, all your situations in the comments. Most people who do this, actually all of them, they really trying to get support and make money off of your thoughts. I'm not here to make money off of your thoughts. Turn it down for me a little bit. Me and my family are not here to make money off of your thoughts. I'm not here to make money off of my thoughts. I don't need YouTube to pay me, but YouTube, you owe me. You, along with the rest of white America, so-called white America, or the so-called whites, period. Even more than this, though, you so-called black people, You owe me. All around the world. All of you owe me. I owe you nothing. I've given and I've given you everything so that you can showcase who and what you are. And I've had enough of it. You have paid me no regards, no respect, no consideration, no real virtue and equality of intellect. It's just what entails when I look into you is all tail and no goodness coming in. Just the SHIT. You know what it is that you all seem to be full of, and you don't want to be clean. That's okay with me. That's why I gave you this time. That's why I gave you the opportunity for you to shine in either way you want to shine. I met a young man yesterday. What is today? What do they call today? The 8th? So even before this, man, happy Sabbath day. Glory be unto the Sabbath day. A day of reset, a day of reflection, a day of gratitude, a day of the right type of humility and patience, which this world doesn't teach you. They say be patient, but they always be on your head. They always trying to have their foot on our necks, on our backs, throwing things this way and that way at us, wanting us really to crack, hoping and praying, emptiness, that something is going to change for us in a good way. Has it done that for you? So, has it? Or are you just becoming older and older, being in a state of a has been? Meaning, I has been waiting for so long, I'm not going to change. I might as well just stay with my wrong. Singing that same old ass song. I was tired. I'm hanging in there. No, you not. You are on that fucking tree. You are on that tree, hanging, and all your strength is almost depleted. That noose is getting tighter around that neck. And you have almost no more energy in your body because your spirit, it detests you. It didn't at the first, but it's been detesting you for a while. And it doesn't like the house that it lives in, that it dwells in, because it's not really living. That spirit is a wonderful and beautiful spirit. It don't like houses. It likes palaces and temples. How was yours doing? So, I don't hope you all doing well, but those of you who seek wellness, wellness be upon you. I pray. Man, I'm the prayer of wellness. Reach me and you shall be healed. Deny me and you shall be killed. That's just the way it is, man. Let me see. So the what? We call it title. The title of this video today is the Instructions of a Father. What does that say to you? The instructions of a father. right off the bat, I'm going to say to you, or I'm going to ask you, what is a father? Because in most of your minds, you ain't really got no good feelings for the father. What y'all think about that, Doatas? We see it when we go out, right? Some people respecting it because they starting to see it, but they really don't have what? They be amazed at how me and my children commune with each other, cooperate with each other, how we share the same space, but they still really are not what? Are not just accustomed, because that's what they like, customs, but they not used to seeing what?
The father and children being simple, not simple, but like kind to each other.
In order. So when they see it, but what I'm asking, when they see it, they're not used to seeing it, but when they do see it, how do they still look at your father a lot of time? Let him know don't run in that water again, or his face gonna be in it. Azaman did it, but let all of them know. See, a father's work is you got to do the good and the bad.
No, Father said don't run in that water again, or your face gonna be in.
Should make them come in anyway, because they should be here. Yeah, let them know to come on in. They got enough air for they can go back out in a minute.
Oh, and it's time to come in.
See, how can I expect you to hear the instructions of a father if my own family don't hear the instructions of a father? We ain't got to say nothing else. Close the door. Don't let them come in and see what happened. See, right as I'm speaking, a lot of people like to go, especially you so-called as men, you like to go tuck yourself in your little man cave that your woman allowed you to have, your woman then allowed you to have, and you go hide in between them walls in that dark little spot. It looked good and nice. You didn't dress it up, but outside that room, you the same one that's in front of the camera, but you portraying to be something else in front of this lens. You the little pussy boy. Outside that door, your woman run you, and she run you so toughly that she ran your ass into that little room. So you're not qualified or authorized to give instructions of a father. So mine, how can I present you with instructions if mine don't keep the instructions? If they don't like the instructions? But these are the same type of people who own businesses. And they come and give you instructions. But if you look at the business of their family, it's not really in accord with equality, with nourishment. That's a guarantee. That's why nobody really wants you in a arena. I could say circle, but the circle is broken up. It's an arena. It's a place for beasts to battle. That's why that man I'm talking about is always in the room, hiding, coming on here. I'm such and such, and I know this and I know that. Well, why don't you let us know the other part that you know about yourself? That you're a dumbass. And you're scared. And you're cowering behind this camera. Even if I seen you in person, you still cowering behind that false bravado. So you have no power, no real authority, no kindness, no equality in life to give instructions. So most people hate men because we don't know how to be men. And there's so many women that say, hey, men ain't shit. And well, we grew up, if we really got a chance, those of us who did grow up, we came up under you. So what does that make you? So if you see, everything goes around in Revelations. everything is revolving. So even though I speak about one, it still comes right back to that man right there. Right there. The one who's speaking to you. No matter what they do, it comes to me. So I must need and want to be in this place that's hard to be in. Because even when you are in the most respectable place, even when everything is well said and done, your family is still always turning against you. Revelations. They're always trying to go away from you. So my duty is not to keep you here. My duty is to groom you and refine you while you are revolving, so that you go in a better manner and you come back in an even greater manner. The instructions of a father. But we have grown, or some of us have grown. We have come to hate a father. That's why you are comfortable with, hey, daddy. Even though you don't know, that's what hoes call tricks. Hey, daddy. That's why most of your kids, they only call you daddy when they want something. But rarely they don't want to nourish you and be kind to you. It's that they want something from you. How do you give it to them? Do you know what they want from you? These scriptures have been here for days, just coming to me. Oh, so I might as well start it. And then I'm going to find where I'm getting to. And this is going to be, what are you working on? Is that time up here? I didn't look at the time. Oh, we did say it was about 1:04, but then I took some time. All right. This thing should be popping. Actually, it is popping already. And it's popping so hard that you don't see nobody. Except for this body. That's how hard it's popping. That's how nice it's popping. That's how snappy it is. Because it snapped back to the ignorant little kids. It popped the shit out of the crazy little kids. It popped a motherfucker right back in his mouth. Why? Is it set out to do that? No. That's just what the truth does. That's one thing it does. But when you in line and you in order with the truth, it does what? It soothes the mouth. It makes everything about you feel good. Your skin starts to glow. All the unnecessary thing that was in you, it now has to go. But if you addicted to the ways of the world and you don't have that strength in you, then you're going to keep putting that garbage in you. And as that garbage comes out, you're going to smell like the landfill out of your rectum and your mouth. Why? Because some of me, no matter what I do, they hate me. And the world teaches you to hate me so that you will always be out of order and that you never back in order. But they'll use the word as a term, order. We need order, but everything they do is chaotic. But even chaos has an order. But who's ordering you around? Are you giving orders? Taking orders? Are those two things the same thing? Are you receiving orders? And if you are, even if it's a good thing for you, who you receiving them from? Who you taking orders from? Who you giving orders to? Are you in a place to give order? Are you in a place to receive what we call order? Is that one that's giving it to you? Are they worthy to give you orders? It's a lot of things to think about. It's a lot of things you're in charge of when you are a father. And when I say father, for those who don't know, and most of you don't, I'm automatically speaking of the mother. Because in the mind of the father, we are one and the same. But it's only you, that side, when it becomes arrogant and haughty, that wants to go away. And you can't take the truth. It starts popping you. It starts snapping you. It starts clapping you. This is why you are so snappy and so clappy and so poppy at the mouth. Trying to combat what you already know you're doing and you shouldn't be doing. Because if you were in the right of way, you would never speak to me that way. Is this on point?
Yeah.
You know, we ain't got the church in the background singing. We ain't got everybody clapping because this water is something different. The action it make you calm. It make you peaceful. But we used to a whole lot of noise to keep us woke. We think the Father is boring. But I'm the greatest thing that ever was, ever will be, and always will. Anything you could be and should be, I am that already. And I keep getting to it and keep getting to it and keep getting to it. And I will never try to stop you from getting to it. I'm saying, watch me. I'm watching you, watch me. You always want me to look at you, but look at me. Am I bragging? Am I boasting? Or am I just coasting? But if your eyes is full of sickness, you ain't gonna see it the way it is anyway. Or you gonna see it the way it is, but you gonna interpret it different because your eyes, they ain't in it. Your mind ain't, your body, your soul, the real, and ain't none of it aligned because it's not clean. You filthy. So the instructions of a father, we are here to keep wellness. But most don't like to hear the instructions of the father, what I was just saying, because you're bored by it. It don't make enough noise. And when it does make enough noise, it's, hey, get your ass over here. You try to look at us as only a disciplinary and pain. But what your mama do to you? Your mama has given you more pain than anything. You know how I know? Because I allowed her to. For my beautiful ones to wake up one day to see, like, nah, this ain't really the way. Women say they ain't do all of this, but behind every man, it's a woman telling his little weak ass what to do. So you may see men effing up the world, but it's a woman that's running him and has ran him because we come up under you. And you knowing your wretchedness, you still don't want to give it up because you think that you have some type of power. But these wretched ones who whispered these things into your ear, who said for you to hate your father, and I'm going to get to something real quick in a minute. It's already been getting there. They like you right where you are because they know you reckless. And while you in your reckless place, in that chaos that you know nothing about, because chaos is beautiful unto the right one. It's always an orchestrator. And it's those who need to be orchestrated. They like you in that place. So they can be in that place with you, interfering into the necessary order, the beauty of the world. You have lost your way so much, you look like horses, except horses, You look like downtrodden horses. And this ain't bad. This ain't the bash women. This the same thing. Because again, when I speak about women, I'm already speaking about who? You just don't know you. I know where you come from. You feel like you know where you come from, but you do not. That's why you got all that rot and clot in your body, in your mind. And the flowing of the waters, it's not flowing right. It is basically stopped because someone is interfering in the instructions of the Father. And you like it because it's allowing you to have your own desires, but of lowliness. This is why you are so lonely and bold, to speak so boldly in your loneliness. Where's the humility in your loneliness? Because somewhere deep inside you, that spirit that I put in you, that you come from, you know why you hate me? Or you feel like you hate me? Because I left you there with your ratchet ass mama. Why didn't he save me? Why you pretending that your mother is the world? She's the world that you surviving in. She's the world that you really can never live in because it strangles you. It suffocates you until you become so weak, you the little boy behind the camera, afraid to speak when it's a woman around. Oh, watch your mouth with my woman. Nigga, if you don't shut up, you don't got no woman, nigga. You got a bitch and you's a bitch. Like you defending her. Or you fending her. You can't stand up for yourself. You get bullied and pushed around all day. How you gonna think you can come say something to me? Because it's a world full of suckers like you. So now it's time for the real, and now it's time for the beautiful ones to stand up and speak, because everything is real. Player was a word that I used to say until I started growing up, had to elevate. Now I see the world instead of space to space. A fake nigga's real, but he like to be fake. So, you too afraid to be in your place. What was that last? And it's okay. Sometimes we forget our place. I know my place, but sometimes I forget my place. Sometimes it's okay to go back. No, whenever necessary, it's okay to go back. They do it in almost all the things that we watch, sports, everything. Sometimes you go back, you have to go back to go forward in the right way and in a better way. So as I lost my little thought right here, it's in here. It walked away. I ain't got to hold on to it. It's going to come right back in a moment. Like that just did. So I was at, you remember where I was at?
You were talking about people in the group and they were behind that canvas.
Yep, I remember that part. And then you want to come out of there. But saying that to say, we was talking about mamas, but fathers and how we coming up under them. This here is to show you how to come from up under that. And them being in between. And how you have changed, how we have changed, how I have changed since I've allowed them to be in between us. It's supposed to be me and you in them sheets, but it's something else in between the sheets. Now it's not me and you. Now really it's you and your little lap dog. whispering the dog language in your ear. This is why our family is destroyed. This is why you feel like you hate me, and because I didn't come to, you think that I just abandoned you. I've been going through this for so long. The only way to show you is to allow it to happen. You think I don't care for you, but I not caring for you is to disregard myself. Is to hate myself. And at times I've hated myself. But through that hate, it's taught me uh, to appreciate myself, in the remembrance of myself, in the knowing of what I am. Even if I haven't achieved it right here in this moment, I can see all the moments if I just take a moment. I can get back and go forth into a better glory. Again, I can get back to go forth into a better place. But if I don't go back, how am I really going to go forth? Yeah, it looks like I'm going forward, but I'm just going forward. I'm falling forward, falling forward. Whatever's being said to me by the majority of the things that are being whispered, my thoughts that have entered into my palace. If you don't, but for those, if you hear what I'm saying, we hear it all, but sometimes we don't hear it right at that moment in a cohesive manner where it all. But if we step in to the wading pool, if we step into the waters, which is our feet, that water does something to you instantly. You received it right then and there. But it's up to you to see if you want to walk in the waters a little bit more. So my thoughts, if you hear me, they go around and around. But if you stay long enough, they always come back to the start. They always come back to the finishing. Because for me, there is never an ending. There is only the start of the finishing. So you feel like you hate me. Why? Because you think I left you there with your mother. Your mother is hateful because that little thing, that's where it came back. That little thing that's in her is calling out for her father, but she feels abandoned. That little thing that's in you, young man, I'm talking to you, 99-year-old young men also, because that little thing in you is, yes, it's been here forever, but it's still like a little baby because it doesn't know itself. It hasn't attuned with itself yet. So you feel like you hate your father because deep down you feel abandoned. And we harbor this hatred towards our fathers, and we don't realize that if you harbor this hatred towards your father, you harbor that hatred towards every man in your life. You harbor that hatred towards every woman in your life. Every time a woman says she hate men and men ain't shit, what you think you saying about you? Who you think you talking about? Oh, that's right. You don't really think. You can feel it, but you don't really think because you ain't been taught how to think. You think, but you know not what you think because you ain't been taught how to think right in the first place. That's why you in the worst case. And you can't truly keep up with the world's pace. But this is how you moving about, trying to keep up with the Joneses. But all you getting is not the roses, but the moanses. You getting the moans and the groanses of the world. And you still won't slow down. Everything has been put at a halt for us to slow down. You still won't slow down. You still want to say you hate your father, but the world's showing you how much they hate you. They're copying everything you do in your struggles to live, barely surviving. They still copying, trying to be like you. And yet you turn around and try to be like them. You got to be a goddamn lost baby in a foolish mind. It ain't time for you. You know, it's like this YouTube channel. They call it a channel for a lot of reasons, because some channels flow. They have bodies of water, pathways of water. They call channels. That water is still connected to your mind, the energy, the spirit. I can channel something. Thinking is channeling, focusing. So if I focus on something, I can channel my thoughts into making them one cohesive thought that will move and change the world in the way I need it to be. This is what this channel does. Not because you seeing me here on the TV. It's the same thing, whether it's a laptop or a computer. It's a laptop. That'll be your stupid ass remark. You ain't on the TV. It's what? It's made for you to television. Channel your vision into someone else's mind to change their vision, to confuse them. You think all this is open knowledge, knowledge, knowledge. I got so much. Why you think they gave you this? It's to confuse you more, that you would be bombarded with so much knowledge you wouldn't know what to do with it because you wasn't taught how to think right in the first place. And when I say the hate of a father, as long as you hate your father, you feel like you hate your father, what are you saying about yourself? Well, let me show you. You think you come from your mother, but you don't come from your mother. You went into your mama and then you came out of your mother. So if you went into her, who put you there? That egg it's alive, but it ain't alive with the life of the seed. The seed, once it gets there, it starts to what you would call chemical reaction, the spiritual reaction. I see a little head. Look at that, Cece. Beautiful. Hey, beautiful. How you doing? All right. That seed starts the reaction in that egg. That seed already carries the egg. Huh? You think the woman just made up some? The seed already has the egg in it. The egg has already received what? Instructions. It's a part. It doesn't think. It doesn't have the ability to think. It is dispersed. It is instructed to do what it does. Its functionality is its functionality, and that's it. But that seed makes choices. If something is making choices, that kind of shows you that it's alive. It's a life. That egg isn't a life. It's a part of life, but it isn't life. They did this so that you would worship yourself and you would stay in the moment. You would hate someone else. So all the makeup and all the things that you're doing, you really hate yourself. And you're trying to cover up the beauty from your father, who is the instructions unto life. And when he speaks through his, and we haven't had, and if you're listening, again, everything comes back to I. Everything comes back to I. So you're covering up yourself because you don't like what you see. And you want to look like the worst creatures on the planet. You want to look like the aliens. And the aliens I'm talking about, you like the fucking Caucasians. They are letting you know every day that they are aliens. But another thing that you may not know, you don't realize that before they were light skinned, they were dark skinned. So you are listening. We have been listening to pale ass Caucasians on the dark side and pale ass Caucasians on the other side. Occasions. But they ain't what we think okay is. They got a duty and a function too. But they ain't alive either. They just alive. Yeah, they just alive. But they here to teach you something about your life. They're here to teach me about my life. There's the truth and there's the lie. Then there's something that you have to do with both of them if you want to be alive. If you want to get to your life. So you covering up yourself. You don't hate yourself. You don't know your father enough to hate him. But I'm showing you what you do hate. You hate that he's left you there, or you feel like he's left you and abandoned you there with your one side, your mama. So it's hard for you to hear the instructions of a father, and you become what? This is the book of Psalms, chapter 81, scripture 15. I should have, no, that was 14, excuse me. 15. The haters, what does it say right here? The book I'm reading from is the 1611 King James. Oh, with King James, you sound stupid. Don't say it. I know you said, don't say it. All of these came from who? It came from the white man. You reading the white man's book. No, this is not his book. But how else? Everything that you live by, you got from the Caucasian man. It's no such thing as a white man. Like it's no such thing as a black man. That's only the ignorance of a dumb man, of an ignoranting man, an ignoranting woman. That's what I'm saying. You blind. You walk around every day and you still don't know your colors. Come on, sister. Come on, brother. Pay attention to what you see and start calling it for what it is. Accepting it for what it is so you can call it what it is. This channel is open up for you to empower yourself. Because I'm full of it. Some may say, shit, I used to be, and my shit still smell better than yours. But now it smells way less than yours. So 15, the haters. So I'm letting you know what I read from so you can see it yourself. The haters, Psalms 81, scripture 15. The haters. We ain't make that term up just now. The haters of the Almighty should have submitted themselves unto him, but their time should have endured forever. You would have lived forever, and the haters would have submitted themselves. Now the haters are on your neck and on your back and on your head, meaning you ain't listened to the instructions of a father. Because if you did, you wouldn't be in the shit that you are in right now. And when you did fall into a hole, because you still have to live it yourself, you would know how to get out of it. More than likely, your fall wouldn't be so hard, Humpty Dummy. And wherever you fail, because you received the instructions of a father, I would be able to trace your footsteps and find you, whether it was too late or right on time. Because I would know where my children are. I would know where my members are. So you may think that I hate this, and I'm really basically done with the hate. Do I still feel it? Yes, but does it harbor? No, nothing can harbor here. Everything is moving, everything is flowing, everything is learning and knowing. That's why it's glowing. Ain't no makeup here. Ain't no cake up to fake up. So the haters of the Almighty, this means you feel like you hate instructions. Who told you you hate your father? The world you have seen, your mama, your aunties, because it's always them. Why they never trying to get back to and men things? Because the men that they think are men allow them to say and do whatever they want until they tired of it, and you become the most what kind of slaves? The worst kind of slave, because you think you're free. You become the most dangerous slave, because if you don't think like me, which you don't think in the first place, you'll go run and tell your master. And because we've been coming up under you, we have this fear that they have embedded into you and imputed it into us. They've imputed it into you, and it has been embedded into us. So we may want to stand up for you, but we only have to do it half-heartedly, because we know you're not there for us, woman. You know how I know? Because we don't know how to be there for ourselves. Here we go with this vicious cycle of hatred of oneself. And you are only of the Father. Therefore, you can be nothing else. All these other things are inclinations and ideologies that you've picked up and that you won't let down. Even though they haven't what? What good have they done you? There's good in everything, but what good have they done you for the good? So he said we would live forever. It's saying we would have lived forever, but yet you chose to deny. If I choose to deny my mother, then that means I'm rejecting the instructions of the Father. If I choose not to learn about her or him, I'm rejecting the instructions of a Father. 14, same chapter, 81, the book of Psalms. I'm going to go up one. I should soon have subdued their enemies. That means I'd be wanting to give you, but it's like, should I give you? Are you worthy of it? Are you coming in? Did you hit the notifications? I really got to say to you, hit the bell, hit the notification. I got to do it. I'm not going to sound like these lames, but part of things that I may hate. I know I ain't going to sound like these lanes, but saying the same thing as these lanes. Sometimes my mind, man, I don't want to sound like these lanes. But in my fatherness, you ain't going to never sound like these lanes, because you walk upright. Father, yeah, I walk upright. I woke up right. I lay down right. So everything is going to be all right. So I should soon have subdued their enemies. That means I would have shown you how to think and turn my hand against their adversaries, and I would have smacked down everything that comes your way through you. Because when you learn how to think, when you know from learning how to think, you move differently. You start smacking everything out your way. As I said earlier, popping, snapping, smacking, and clapping everything out your way that's not meant to be in your space. It just float right down the channel. So for the ones, I gotta instruct you, not tell you, but instruct you. Hit the like button, the icon. Hit the subscribe icon. Even and you listen to that word. I mean, the icon. Job. All right. What's another name for these little way I could say hit the little tab? I could just say hit the little tab, hit the little tab, hit the little tab on the screen. Listen to that word, icon. To hit that little tab on there. Hit the little so I have to instruct you to hit the tab. I'm not going to use the word hit the icon. See, when you know better, you do better. When you thinking you have all these type of aha moments like, oh damn, but not damn. Wow. That little thing just like set off some explosions. Because what they speak, if you listening, they tell you what they don't speak. They tell you what they babbling right out their mouth. But if you've been just used to hearing babbling, you can't, when you hear somebody speaking to you, it sounds off because you off. So I got to instruct you to hit the tab, the notification, the subscribe, and to make sure you checking it. Like I hear all these other, why? Because I've seen it. This channel has been up for so long. The things I speak here are the things I live. And I show you if you look through here. There's nobody on the internet who has lived a life like this and showing you the change. There's nobody in this world. This ain't gonna go viral. None of the things I do gonna go viral. Why? Because this ain't no sickness. Because I eradicate the sickness. That's what this water does. It does what? It eradicates the sickness. It cures the sickness. Now they sickness can't spread. So you can't come over here popping shit and doing none of this. You may try, but this water will drown your ass. Hear the instructions of a father. And not of a father, hear the instructions of the Father. If you want to live, it's time to learn how to swim. It's time to learn how to be at ease and not dis-ease. So much that you can feel the dis-ease and say, oh, I don't like that. What happened? Where'd that come from? How do I, it's that. Recognize it. So that we can what? Warn the rest of the body. There's something that's wrong with parts of our body. Let's go heal that part of the body. But until I receive the instructions of a father, I can't heal nothing in my body. I can go to the doctor, he can fix this and he can fix that, but you're not healed. I'm not healed. I can go get all type of money. What did I do to get that money? I'm not wealthy. You can have all the money in the world, more than everybody. I can't call you rich because you will not be rich. There's a term using rich like it's rich. If we use it that way, rich meaning it's running thick. So you can be thick with money, but you are not wealthy. You're not healthy. You're really viral. So this right here, from now on, this is going to go what it does, astronomical. This is going to go global because it's already gone global. It's already gone astronomical. It's already gone universal. Whether anybody watches this channel or not, you watching it. Whether you sit in front of here or not, you're hearing it. Because when I speak through time. Because I am time. This is why I shine the way I shine. Because my mind is mine. And nobody's going to take it from me. Not you, not my children, not my woman, not my mama, not my daddy. Man, not none of that. I am my father and I am my mother. And I've learned through my experience, not to hate the instructions of a father, although I didn't hear him. Well, I did hear him. I heard him through all type of men who were trying to be fathers, young men. I still hear it right now. I hear it through women. And when they speak rightly, that's the instructions of a father. When you speak wrongly, that's the mishaps of a father. Because we make mistakes and we fuck up too. But how long are you going to hold that in you? How long are you not going to give me a chance to make up for my mess up? But you want people to look at you like you all of this. Your children are never going to be able to look at you, even if they look at you better than you looked at yours. They are never going to get the fullness of the joy of being full. I used to say whole, but no, full. Because you are not full of the right things. Y'all hear me? Am I right or am I wrong? You just saying it because I'm your father? Because again, I just said sometimes the fathers mess up, huh? But he always takes accountability for himself. Whether he's reminded of you in the right way or the wrong way. He always takes accountability for himself. So when your mama told you, I'm your mama and your daddy, you right. But you ain't the father. And you ain't the woman that you supposed to be. And you will never be, because you have become a hater, until you accept the water, which is the instructions of a father. Until you learn how to hear other than them, other things than those sweet, them sour nothings. Them crooked whispers in the wind, saying, let me in, it's me. You ready? I got that drink, I got that weed. Just what you like. With your fine ass. Girl, I'm gonna lick them drawers and tear down them boots tonight. And your womb gonna be destroyed for the rest of your life. Because that's a pushover. But the father, you can't push that over. So it's not really me you hate. It's not really instructions you hate. You hate that you haven't built up the capability and the capacity to receive the instructions. And you would rather be in your filthy and wretchedness because you don't have to take accountability. You could blame everything on me, but you always seem to forget your part. That part. And I'm always, whether I open my mouth or not, I always remind you of what? That part. Even when I ain't trying to look at you that way, it's just that look that the Father has. That part. That's why you don't want to be around it, because it make you spill your soul. It make you correct yourself because you see correction. But the spirit that is encamped in you, that has encapsulated you, that has trapped you, and that's moving you around, the only way that it can operate is if you stay away from your Father. So you not being you. You don't know you. That thing that's speaking, that's not you. That's not the fullness of you. That's the lowest and least version of you. But the lowest and least version of you is the loudest. It's the most chaotic. It's the most craziest. Why is it so loud and chaotic? Because it needs to put you in a state of fear. Because the Father's not here to put you in fear. Oh, well, it says fear in there. Yeah, but who wrote that? See, your mind is not in place to question it, because some heathen came in here and said, the word is not to be changed and forever for nothing and nobody. Who said he didn't change it when he said that? Because the word It's always changing, even though it's always the same. Matter of fact, let me give you that in Ecclesiastes 12. Let me give you that, the instructions of a father. You know, stick with it, man. This is like life. No, not life. Forgive me. This is life. You got to stay on that road before you get to your destination. Your destination just don't pop up, or your desired place you need to be. It just don't pop up. Asana, what's happening, Ian?
Need some water?
No, I got some right here. Thank you. It just don't appear right there because I want it to be there. Now you got to travel, and through your travels, you run across all type of altercations, situations that become altercations, profanations, stimulations, malformations, predications, hesitations, compilations, revelations, mutations, vacations, all these things you run across. But if you don't move, you don't get there. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12. Start at verse 7. Excuse me. Scripture 7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was. When you what? When you hear the instructions of the Father. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was. Sometimes you got to read before. That could mean, in the situation they're speaking about, it because you didn't listen to the instructions of a father, you became dust. And now you shall return, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. You come back to what you was. I said you was family, but you ain't treat me like cuz, bruh. Start calling me bro. That means hoe. And didn't like it. I didn't accept it. I said no. Slow your roll. Let me show you which road I'm on. Can you come this way? Are you ready to sway? Are you through playing games? Nah, you still moving with lames, you limp. Always be a simp. 7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto Father who gave it. I spoke on that earlier. It don't want to be in that filthy house no more. This is why everything is happening, but you ain't paying attention. But for those of you, it's time to take action. It's time to clean up your house so that you now move in a much refined vessel. A starship, not a mothership. The motherships have coming. You dumb man. Every motherfuckers. What about a fathership? Your mothership, man, you've been waiting on it, ain't here. All the motherships. Look at how the world is. The mother, the love. Look at the world. Where's the fathership? What you think gonna happen when the fathership instead of your fellowship? See, being on a mothership, you have fellowshipped. And the only thing that's gonna bring you back is the fathership, which is the warship. What are you worshiping in? She's the best when she with me. When she by herself, I'm the best when I'm with her. That's why I keep her by my side. That's why the world get mad. You always with your man and such and such. Why you mad? You ain't with yours, huh? Because there's 2 females in that house. One got a penis and the other one got a vagina. but it's still two females in that house. So the spirit gonna go back to where it came because it don't like the body that it's in. It don't like houses. Oh, that's in, I think that's in Acts 7 and 47. And 8. We still hearing Ecclesiastes 12 and 8. Vanity of vanities, saith the speaker. All is vanity. 9. And moreover, because the speaker was wise, he still taught the people knowledge. That's what fathers do. Mamas just yell at you and push you to go do things that she can't explain why you doing them. Even though she can see the outcome ain't good, she's more into her material world. She's into the gear to the flesh. The mind is flesh, but he knows that it's more than his flesh. It's his spirit that he has to feed, even in his negativity. But we have been again suffocated with feminism. That's why we just keep wanting to getting women, but nobody really wants to get a real man unless you're trying to get over on them. But you ain't really trying to get with him, be with him. He still taught the people knowledge. Yeah, he gave good heed. The father did what? He did what he said. He gave good heed. That means he listened very well. That's another reason why you get mad at him, because he listened very well and he hear the shit that come out your mouth and he stands on it in his correction, and you don't like it coming back at you because who wants shit in their face? But why do you throw it out all over the place? Why do you throw it out all over the place? It's getting on everybody else, but you don't want it on you. You got to clean up your own doo-doo. Stop expecting me to do it for you. Oh, I got money. I can get me a janitor and get somebody to pay to clean it. It's yours. Nobody's going to clean it up like me. He still taught the people knowledge. Yeah, he gave good heed and sought out and set in order many proverbs. Let me say that again. He listened very carefully. He gave good heed and sought out. He went, he traveled. He went on a journey. It is a mystery. So he went on a journey to seek and find the keys unto the mystery. So that what? And set in order many proverbs. That means he went and found the answers to these situations, to these mysteries. And when he found the truth, just because it was the truth, he couldn't just, oh, that's the truth. Yeah. It's saying the truth was out of order. That's what we started on, speaking about order. So where did you get your order from? Where'd you get your bitch from? What's up to the nigga high C? But do you really see high? Or are you just seeing high? But see, I find truth everywhere. And I set it in order. Because that's what the truth commands the one who receives it to do. It says you have to put everything in order and then keep it in order. One more. Same. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, scripture 10. The speaker sought to find out acceptable words. Some people went to a church on the last Sabbath day. You call it Sunday. On the last Sabbath day. I didn't go all the way in the, I forgot what they call on the main floor. I just went through the doors. Not afraid. I brought my children and somebody came to meet and we spoke. And what am I saying right there? The speaker sought to find acceptable words. Oh, just because, again, you speak truth. Oh, somebody in there. That's where it was. somebody who really knew that they weren't anybody felt the need to try and correct me on some of the things that you hear me saying here. Shit, motherfucker, ass. And all I said in there was ass, which that word is in this book several times, the book that you say you read from. So he was not asking me, but watch your mouth for the. You need to watch my mouth, because if you was really watching my mouth, you would hear how I'm speaking, and it's with all due respect. I don't go in any place to be disrespectful to any place, whether I need to go cleanse that place or not. Everything I do is in respect and in order. We just read about it. Just because you have the truth don't mean you get to. It means not that you get to be disrespectful with it, or you may be holding it, but you are not worthy of it. The speaker sought to find acceptable words, and that which was written and upright, even though it's written before me and you. And that which was written was upright. What? The speaker sought to find out acceptable words, and that which was written was upright. Just because it's been sitting there for a thousand years, don't mean that it's in the right order. Don't mean that it's right at all. It just may become what you feel in your mind, your law, which your mind can't make up no law. The law is already made. It is our duty, it is my duty to go find the law. Wherever I can go find it. This is why those who seek the law become travelers. You may be a traveler, you think that you just want to go see something, but it's your spirit saying, go see something, because it's more than the shit that you've been stepping in around here. So you ain't supposed to be going just to enjoy and drink and go fuck and go. Even if you do it, that's where you at, that's okay. But what are you getting from that experience? What are you getting from your travels? Are you learning that I ain't supposed to be going over here just to and you lose my mind? You're supposed to be traveling to gain your mind. The speaker sought to find acceptable words, and that which was written was upright. This book was written thousands of years ago, but he said, I'm gonna make sure that it's written right before I just believe anything. But your little icons that you stand in front of all day, because they whisper the things that you want them to say in your ear, they can't even fathom this. They will never give you this, even if they had it and was given to them, because they aren't the ones that can bring it. They can only do what they was put here to do. That was to be that shit that they are. So he tried to correct me. He thought he was correcting me, but I gave him what he needed, and then I continued on with who I was speaking with, the father that was in there. The dude that said something looked like, nigga, you still be drinking. How you going to church and you still drinking? You probably been in this church 10 years, 20 years, you still drinking. You still gonna go out and light that cigarette up. If you don't, but what you gonna learn now, you speak the right thing to the wrong one, or the wrong thing to the right one, and I mean both of them, you're gonna be in a world of trouble. You're gonna be in a world of hurt. So I let that die by itself. And kept speaking the word, because the word gonna put you in your place. It's gonna show you what's upright and what's not, what's lying in wait for you to fall in. So even what? And that which was written was upright. Even words of truth. You mean even the truth? Even the, I got to make sure that the truth is the truth. You trying to duck? There you go. I got to make sure that the truth is the truth. Don't just be walking past me, just to be you little duck. You ain't just walking past like a duck. We talking about walking upright, but you doing what? you ducking, playing until you get what? Bopped upside your head. This is not playtime where we having fun. We don't do playtime. But yet we still try to go and revert into playtime. This is fun time. This ain't just, even though it's what you would call serious, even though it's on the one, you're supposed to have fun with it. But for some reason, that spirit with the Father, you just always think it ain't fun. That's because you don't know me. Why don't you come to get to know me? And stop coming for me when you do have a man that seems like a father around, when you just want something. So I'm going to go back over, if the spirit be rise up against thee. Where was that? Oh, let's see that act real quick. What they call a play. What they have in a play. No, a play, like when they put on a play, when the Caucasians put on plays, they have different sections, and they call them what? They call them acts. And we in the book of Acts. How should you act? Would you rather be an actor or behavior? Or behavior? See, the word nigga in here. They try to dress it up and say, oh, that's Niger. No, nigga is nigger. Acts 13:1. Now therefore, now there were in the church. Well, look, in the church that was at Antioch, certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called nigger. So why did this semblance of a man say to me, watch my mouth, but the word nigga is in here? Because you were in no place for yourself to be correcting anything. You can't even tell that bottle what to do with that little stupid ass Jesus cross, the little weak ass chain you had on. And your little lips look like the color been melting away. You don't even know how to drink right. I was drinking since I was a little boy, tasting liquor. 5. Started drinking heavy in 15, 16 in high school, all the way into about 11 years, 10 years ago. Almost 10 years. Why my lips ain't burnt up? Liquor out the bottle, out the glass. Because you fools don't even know how to drink. You don't know how to smoke right. You don't know how to drink right. You don't know how to poke right. You don't know how to fuck right. You don't know how to do nothing right. Everything you do is wrong. You do it very sloppily. This is one of my greatest mistakes, that I did all that fuck shit so beautifully. So I had an influence on others, even though they were trying not to listen, pretending that they weren't listening. I could see them listening. That smells good. And it's you? I said, that's you? They smell good. See, the woman come by and he lose his mind. Nah, I acknowledge my mind, and I'm right back here in the place that I stepped away from or turned from. So you don't even know how to do nothing right. Even in your debauchery, it should have more style, more flair. But you look horrible. Who was that? Was that you popped in? No, somebody just popped in and then they popped off again. No, I'm talking about on here. And not asking and worry. I'm just saying, this is the, you want to stay? Come on and stay. It's up to you. I'm not going, I'm instructing you, actually, bring your ass in. If you seeking shelter, bring your ass in. If not, you get drowned. It's time to come back to the body. It's time to come back to the source. For you have been depleted everywhere else. Your only re-energizing comes from me. But when you come here, you're going to pay for it. You're going to pay the price. And that's not in a bad and negative way, but you've been paying all these bitch niggas. Like the nigga who I just spoke of, he has no sense. But that was a part of me testing me to see what I would say. Would I stay focused and stay with who I'm speaking with? This father right here who is actually receiving the water, hearing the water. Or would I be distracted by this little filthy spot that's passing by the water? And would I go try to clean that up? Nah, the way I clean up is let it go. All the rocks, all the earth, all the little fishes, all my other little creatures, amoebas, and all these things that are in the waters, my filter feeders, they clean that up. I don't gotta focus on you. I'm focused on so much more. I heard what you said. My response is, okay, thank you. I will, thank you. And keep on with what I'm keeping on. So right here in the church, Acts 13 and 1. Now there was in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas, they say he was a prophet, a teacher in the church, and Simeon, that was called nigger. Oh, that's Niger. If you don't shut your stupid ass up, that's nigger. You don't need 2 G's. That's what I spoke about. You don't see correctly. You want to deny it. Actually, you see what it see. But the spirit that houses you, it's going to make you deny it because you're so in such a weakened state. It says nigger. And Lucius of Cyrene. Lucius sound like who? Lucifer. And Manson, which had been brought up with Herod, the Tetrarch. These stupid names. Tetrarch or Tetrarch and Saul. He sound like all losers to me. That's what my spirit is showing me. They all losers, not fathers. They was all niggers. What it just said. They was called nigger. But now they calling you nigger. Who's the real nigger? It's time to do some thinking. I know it's gonna hurt, but it's not that bad. It's not as bad as it seems. It only hurts because we ain't been doing enough thinking. We ain't been taught how to think. 7. We haven't been taught how to think. It should be right here. There it is, right there. This is Acts 7 in 47, pertaining to the place where you are. But Solomon built him an house. 48. Howbeit, the Most High dwelleth not in the temples made with hands. So what temple are you going to? As saith the prophets. Howbeit, the Most High dwelleth not in the temples made with hands, saith the prophets. 49. Heaven is my throne, and earth is my footstool. What house will ye build me, saith the Almighty? Or what is the place of my rest? Hmm. Yeah. So where are you going to study? Or are you just going to hear some shit? Here, you're going to hear some shit, but you're going to hear the cleaning up of the shit. You're going to hear you may hear the screams of the shit, but not really. Because the shit here has been, you may hear some subtle screams. Because we in the procedure of staying the course of keeping ourselves clean. So it's really no shit around here to scream. But when it comes, because it comes, some shit always pops up. But we learning how to address the shit, address the wound. So it doesn't really become shit. It's a wound that has happened. Something is hurting. So let us learn how to address it, bandage it, take care of it, nurture it so that it can be healed. So they can be in a state of wealthiness. And without the instructions of the Father, you will not get into that place of wealthiness. You will not be doing well. No matter how much money you get, no matter how many things you acquire, no matter how many people around you, you're going to be living a miserable life, but you're going to be satisfied. Not even, you're going to perpetrate the fraud as if you are satisfied by making up for all of your absence that you feel in your heart, your mind, your soul, your body, with other people's accolades towards you. So we're not going to stay here. I'm going to stay in what I'm staying. So as I stay what I'm staying, I'm going to go back to Psalms 81 and 9. There shall no strange God be in thee, neither shalt thou worship any strange God. So I'm going to stay where I'm staying, and no strange God going to be able to come and enter into my place and take rest and take harbor. He going to get his ass washed away. Where's my other? Oh, Mark 3 and let me go. Man, I'm so glad today because I ain't been in my water like I would like to. But the spirit is on me. It's time to get in the water. I've been in different waters. And the water's not the same all the time. Because even though you see this part, there's so many parts of me, and they are not keeping the instructions. So this is not to bash you. This is not to deter you, but to encourage you and to help you move forth. And saying that even though you see rapids down there, be not afraid. And even if you are, accept the fear. But know that it's not yours in the way that it wants you to feel. That fear is itself. You don't have to accept the fear as it's mine. No, that's just a feeling that I feel. But what should I be afraid of? I've already been seeing all of these things around me. I'm still here. So as we said in something, what was you saying in that little synopsis the other day in your GoFundMe? What's the GoFundMe? Because I just said you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay. So let's put this out here and we'll put in the link. We're gonna start doing all these things. I've been kind of just being in the water, like I said, instructing the water and washing out a whole lot of filth here on YouTube and these other platforms just from right here. Just from the seat of our power. I've been watching all these people that thought they were so big and bad, all of them get broken down to make space for what I am. So, how can it be reached? Do I need to wait because you ain't on point yet?
You can go to GoFundMe and go into the search.
You can go to GoFundMe, go into the search and search up what?
Help yourself by helping someone else.
No, you need to. No, I don't need all the extra stuff. We know it's do what. No, now I'm speaking to you. We know to do what. All right, we don't just blurt out. I'm speaking to my daughter. So you're not ready for it yet. No, because how do you search it?
Go into the search box and write in the title. Help yourself.
Go write what in the title?
Write in the search box.
Write what in the search box?
Help yourself to help someone else.
Why is that in there? Like, what's the So why put that as the title? Why not make some for right now, it's help yourself by helping someone else. That's it. It's not bad though, but it seemed like they want your name or the name that you use. I don't know. I'm new to this, so my daughter has set it up. It's for our family, and when we say our family, it's not for just the one that you see. It's for all the families that tune in. It's for the ones that we meet out in the street every day. So it ain't for us to get fat and filthy rich. No, we'll never let any of that make us filthy. I'm already wealthy. I'm already healthy. And the only thing I need more is more wealth and more health. But I'm speaking about the real wealth, the fullness of wealth, what it really is. So again, that's GoFundMe. Type in the search box, what? Help yourself by helping someone else. All these people you giving money to, they only helping themselves. They ain't helping you. It's not coming back to you. So put the money where it's supposed to go and see how it works for you. Don't put your money where your mouth is. Put it where it should go. Money shouldn't be in your mouth. You should be the money. So it should be coming out. When you speak, you should be speaking what you call money. You should be speaking wealthy. You should be speaking healthy. So this is what I'm saying. These are your instructions. Now it's your time to pay. Do you really pay with money? No, that's a contribution unto us, unto yourself. What you really paying with is your time, is your spirit. As I'm giving mine, you have to give yours. You paid these losers your money. And you see people get a little of this here and there, but really you get nothing because you are broke. When I go into your place, when I go out into the world, you all speak broke, you act broke, and you do broke ass things, and you try to break my things. When I'm not trying to break your things, I'm speaking the best things to you, and you offended. As we spoke earlier, offended. When they see a man, even with his children, they respect what he's doing, but it's an inherent dislike for it. Because with that, I can't be the foolish woman that I am. I can't be the foolish ass man that I am. But along with that, I get some looks like, keep doing what you're doing. I don't know how it is. I don't see this, but it's so good to see. And am I doing it for you? No, I'm doing it for me. And if you are me, then I am you. And you can see and feel what it is I do. So I do it for me. Because if I ain't doing it for me, I shouldn't be offering it or presenting it to you. So with this view, this is St. Mark 3:27. No man can enter a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house. And one more time. No man can enter a strong man's house and spoil his goods unless he bind a man. Oh. No man can enter into a strong man's house. Listen to the words. No man can enter, it's even spirits. No man can enter into a strong man's house and bind the strong man. Now, no man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he first bind the strong man. You hear that? He ain't say a woman house. He ain't say no man can enter a woman's house, because how many men you see come in your mama house as you was growing up? And for the women who didn't, you kept your horn at a minimum and you kept it, that deserves some respect also. Thank you. Because it's a horrible thing to see when your children see different men coming in and out of your place. That's a horrible thing for us to grow up with. And we don't want to acknowledge it, but we've been seeing our mamas be hoes for too long, whores for too long. Because you wasn't really a hoe, you were being a whore. You weren't really getting paid the money that you deserve, that you should have earned, that you could have earned for using your body like that. But even with being a whore, without a man, that's all you're going to be. You're not even going to be a proper hoe. You can't do the pimping and the horn by yourself. You don't got what it takes, really, for real. You keep trying to disregard the partnership. But life is what we call partnership. But let me say, not even part. It's a commencement. It's a command. It's instructions. And even in the world where you feel like you ain't receiving instructions, nigga, then you receiving the televisions. You receiving the visions. Because they not giving you instructions, they giving you visions. Televisions, talismans. They telling you what to do and you doing it because they are so violent. While you trying to act like you're afraid of the Father, no, you're afraid of them niggas portraying to be your fathers. You're afraid of your daddies. Them ain't no founding forefathers of America. Better listen to what they say. They found America, what they call America, but it was inhabited. And they wasn't fathers at all. Fathers don't dress in tights and little girl shoes with rubies. They don't dress in Dorothy ruby slippers, wearing tights and shit, wearing ruffled dresses. Some might be ruffled, but they don't really wear no fucking ruffled dresses and makeup, powder ghostly ass makeup and wigs. Them ain't what fathers do, not at all. So it was some filthy niggas, some filthy daddies that found this place. And with their violence, because the more filthy you are, the more violent you are. There's nothing else you won't do. Filthy niggas are very dangerous. That's where viruses come from, filth. So you take them lightly. Oh, look at them little fancy pants ass niggas. Before you know, that nigga got you hung from a tree. You were speaking about that earlier. Oh, I'm hanging in there. Yeah, you are hanging. And your spirit is about to leave your ass. That's why we read that in Ecclesiastes. The dust going back to the earth and the spirit is going back to the Father who made it, who gave it. And it ain't going to be nothing you can do to save it. So no man can enter a strong man's house and spoil his goods. See, it's two different distinctions there. But read it yourself. I've read it to you. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house. So they can come right into a woman's house. They stay in the woman's house. This so-called filthy ass white man, his American system, and European, you are living in European. His filthy ass, he's staying your house. He stay in your business. Why? Because you don't got no strong man there. And you think you can handle it by yourself, but you can't. You always end up going begging to your master because you think he got power. True power. He does, but he's only holding the power that you give him. That's why you so depleted. That's why you so drained. He don't have power himself. It's your power, it's your wealth, it's your health that you've been giving him. But you hate the instructions of a father because that's what he's violated you with all of his violence to feel that your man has no power, that you have power over him. No, you don't. You have pussy and titties over him. And because his spirit likes himself so much, all of him, even the parts that he hates, he knows that you represent, even how ugly you behave, you represent joy in a certain manner. And because he hates himself for not being the mind that he's supposed to be, because he is not keeping the instructions, his really only recourse of and a similitude of enjoyment is to touch you. Same with you. That's why you want to be touched, but you don't. You want to be. Your spirit really craves to be touched, but in this Caucasian world, you just settle for the fuck, even though the fuck ain't. It's not sustaining. It's not lasting. It's just poking holes in yourself to where you can't be filled. Go back to Psalms 81. 82 and 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. Where's that in Proverbs real quick? And we're going to ride right on up out of here. You looking at it? I started this at what, 1? Huh?
1 o'clock.
Oh, it ain't even been a whole hour? I got like 6 minutes. It's almost 3. Oh, you said the clock went up. Oh, that's it. My woman just said the clock went up. Who the fuck said the clock went up? So I've really still only been on here not even an hour. But this is what I'm saying. That's a perfect interjection. Who has time to change time but Father time? And because change is already set, time is already set, because time was made to do what? Change. So who in any world has the power and authority to change time but the Father of it? The times ain't changed, just your mind is changed to where you such a fucking fool. We become so foolish that we think a nigga. And these people that I read over there in Acts, what's that, Acts 13? We read that they was what? Them was niggas. Them was some ignorant niggas. How they gonna have the authority to change time? And these niggas, even if they was a little darker, these were some Caucasians. That's why they call wolf in sheep's clothing. My moms, my mans, nah. My mom, my brother, my soasta. These was niggas. Acts 13, verse 1. Them was niggas. That means, how bad are we in such a place that we have sunk to that we think these niggas have power to change the time because you've given them your power. Time always changes, and actually, time don't change. It changes, but it don't change. It's the things within time that change. Time always stays the same, meaning it's always changing, but it was made to change. So it's really staying the what? It's really staying the same. An hour up, an hour back. You niggas, we gotta be some fucking fools. When we gonna stop being so foolish? When you gonna stop being so foolish? Because I'm done with the foolishness. You're gonna be done when I instruct you to be done. So be done with the foolishness. It's time to wake your ass up, get up, and stand up. And clean this shit up. Let's go. Back over here to Proverbs. Where it's at, because it's all around here. It's all around here. I could have went and found it first, but I like to shoot on the fly because I'm that fly. Proverbs chapter 1, scripture 4. To give subtlety to the simple, to the young man, knowledge and discretion. 5. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto counsels. 6. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise, and their dark sayings. Man, that take a great mighty power. 7. The respect of the Almighty is the start of knowledge. But fools despise wisdom and instructions. Look, it's all over here. I said, let me just read. And here it is. It's just one of them, but I already knew that it was coming. My son. That also means my daughter. Because we don't, what's the word I was just going to use? We don't discount. We don't disregard our women. But a weak-minded woman will say that we do. That any man who dares to be a man, he hates women. No, bitch. I just have a hateful feeling towards you at times. But I've learned how to nurture that feeling. And I just know that you ain't my kind. But there is a time and a place for you. And if you are not really that kind, you can come out of that suit. Because it don't fit you. What that say? Okay, you sticking stuff at me, but what does that say? You kind of doing what your sister was doing. You want to interject, but if you want to interject, then you should have something to say. And you should go about it the right way. So if you're going to put that in there, this can't be seen. I've seen it, but I can't see it. And then when I turn around, you distracted me. When I turn around to ask you what it is, what? Then why even put it over here in the section where something is going on? This is your mind at work. So if you're paying attention, I'm not hiding any of these things. But them other niggas, they hide these things. Even when they put their family on blast, it's to get money out your ass. But you really don't see family on there. You may see similitude of it, but it's no family being orchestrated because it's on camera, so it's fake. I'm not really being myself. And the ones that are really being themselves is because it's become so broad and accepted that I can just be a damn fool. What I read, they know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. The whole earth is out of course. So if we're going to do something, do it with purpose. Make a statement for a reason, not a blurt out. So, or else you just become a distraction. That's the spirit that I was just speaking about in Mark 3:27. And it's another one in Mark 4 and 12. The sower soweth the words, and these are the way. The sower soweth the words, and these are they by the wayside where the word is sown. And that spirit show up in your children, your kids, all the time. Your woman, your woman, it shows up in your mind. And these are they that by the wayside where the word is sown. And as soon as they hear, Satan cometh immediately to taketh away the word that was sown in their heart. So that little spirit will come through your children because their strength is not as strong as yours. And we want to try to make you look a fool unto the world. Like that little dude at the church, is what I'm saying. But when you've been going through the battles, when you've been going through the war, and you've been fighting the war, and you've been learning, you've been hearing the instructions, you know how to not deal with that, but you know how to operate that. You know how to operate that. You know how to operate within that and instruct that and bring that order into its proper place. You hear me? Let's move on. Proverbs chapter 1, 7 again. The respect of the Almighty is the finishing or the start of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. See, that was a foolish thing. Am I blaming my son? No, but that was a foolish spirit who was despising instruction. Because right as I was speaking that's when it decided to interrupt. But as you can see, I'm the winner here. I'm the true breadwinner. Even though in the world, my woman make more money than me at this time. See that? But I'm the real breadwinner. The real breadwinner. Ain't that right, woman?
That's right.
Huh?
That's right.
Say it like you happy.
That's right, Fatha.
Ah, nigga. And why? Because I'm with her. I support her. Because why? That's me. Ain't no separatism. Together we eat the way we supposed to eat. Where I slip, she catch. Where she slip, I catch. So that neither one of us fall. And if we do, I'm still gonna get a what? If I fall, what am I gonna get? I'm gonna get a hand. I'm gonna get a hand up. What the fuck is you keep doing this for? Am I gonna get a hand up?
Yes.
If I fall, Doata, am I gonna get a hand up?
Yes.
What happened if you fall?
I'm gonna get a hand up.
And you gonna see a hand out so that you can get a hand up? Hallelujah, Fatah. 8. My son, Eon, come back in here. See? And the spirit try to make him run off because it's speaking to who? Come on. My son, my Asana, hear the instructions of thy father. What you did it right before this one was coming. Now look what's coming. Look what came before I read this. What came before I read that? How did I handle that situation to you? Even though you know better than interrupting, being a distraction, how did I handle that to you?
Kindly.
Huh?
Kindly.
But what you did, was that kind?
No.
Not the kind we like, was it? Because it causes interruptions, and interruptions cause pain. They cause disconnections. When things get disconnected and severed, pain happens. Damnation comes. So at times, I didn't handle it the way that I'm handling it now. But now from learning, from going through these things, I can handle it better. Not deal with it, handle it. I can take care of it better. So this is why it's all coming to where it's supposed to come. See, they have pre-written and pre-mapped out lessons. Better listen to what I be speaking. But when you go from the spirit, when you go with the spirit and go by the spirit, I can never be without the spirit, because I am the spirit that is instructing you to sit your ass down and hear what I have to speak. Proverbs chapter 1, scripture 8. My son, my daughter, my father, my mother, my brahotas, and my soastas. Hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother. See, there they both together. The law of the mother is the who? Say what?
The law of the father.
Come on, I need you to say it. The law of the mother is the law of who?
The law of the mother is the law of the father.
But I need you to say it. Come on, she ain't the only one. The law of the father, the law of the mother is who?
The law of the father.
Your houses are broken, so you shall never dwell in the temple. You shall never be in that soulful tent. It's time to come out of your houses. It's time to clean them up and clean yourself up, and to clean your houses up so that we can come back into that tent. It's time to make ourselves acceptable and stop paying rent. I made you in ownership. Why are you paying rent? Hear the instructions of the Father. Here you will find healing, you will find nurturing, and you will find care. You will find growth, not development. You will find growth. You will find sustenance. You will find the occasion to know that it's okay to take time to be kind unto your mind. Have a wonderful day, self. Where's the stop for this thing?
Did it change it around? Oh,
Let's see this. You say share screen. Oh, that's strange. Oh, is it supposed to be up here? Oh, end stream right there in my face. See?
it changed where it put it.
No, it's right there still in my face. So even though we not ending the stream, I'm going to move over there to that little tab, and I'm going to press that, but this stream never ends. And again, if you run across this, your instructions are to send it everywhere, right? Those are your instructions. If you disobey or disregard the instructions, that's on you. You miss out, not me, because my stream never ends. I stay live. All my life I've been live, and now I just gotten liver. So hit the notification, because again, I didn't finish that part. This channel's been up for so long, but I've seen them do their best to block me. YouTube, your instructions is to sit your little hot ass down. You don't have no power, no control over nothing. This came because it came for me. It came for me to reach what I need to reach, and you will not stop anything. If you try, your life ends. Everybody who pressing the little, you call yourself, I don't know, moderators, and you supposed to be going over things, you are no place to govern anything, you fucking little lames. And I'm not playing no games with you. So all things have now been opened up. The stream is now opened up. All notifications will be notified, and everybody will be, who doesn't get in line, you will be objectifying yourself or objectifying yourself with what? The same hatred that you put out. So it's going to hit your ass 1,000-fold and infinite times fold. When you align yourself, then you will be aligned with the stream that is coming out of my mouth right now. You will be aligned with power, with encouragement, with growth, with nourishment. You try to block it, it's going to block your ass right upside the head. You get what I'm saying? Try it and see. Let's see who the most powerful. Let's see who the greatest is, because it is I. And I guarantee you can't stand up or amount to anything in my world unless it's with me, the acknowledgement of this self, the highest self. So either live or be by yourself until it's no more yourself. Hallelujah. And happy Sabbath day to all those who swung my way.